Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. So previous video we talked about allocating time and resources and energy into analyzing yourself as opposed to the market. Go and check it out. Went a little bit off track with what we're talking about, 10 steps becoming a profitable trader, but it's such a key point. I had to include it when I thought about it. All right, so now we're into a step. Where are we now? We're into the steps now. We're isolating problems and we're creating a fresh plan. So we've done that. Let's go to create a fresh plan. Create a fresh plan. What do I mean by that? This stage now, we are not looking to suddenly revolutionize our trading. Okay, we are having a fresh plan of how we're approaching our trading. So the first thing is we're creating a list of what we're going to do. So the first thing is, obviously, if you watched the previous videos, we're going to start journaling specific items. So we write down, listen, we're going to do a journal, when we're going to do it and what's in it. And by now, if you watched the previous video, you know we're going to talk about how we're feeling with our trades, the strategies, where they're working, the market conditions at the very, very minimum, and then add some more things that suits you. Okay, number two, we're gonna now allocate time to trading. So market and you. And again, if you watch a previous video, hopefully by now, if there's one thing you take away from this, listen, everyone's looking at the market. Let's allocate time to you. Allocate time to analyzing you. And the most important thing for this is, what am I analyzing? The metrics I'm looking at. Okay, what am I measuring myself by? How am I looking at this? Am I looking at my journaling? Am I looking at the strategies I'm employing? What am I doing? How am I analyzing you? Are my trades? It's not just an emotional perspective. This is from a trading perspective. When I'm analyzing my trades, what am I actually looking for? Am I looking for a good return on my investment? Am I looking for a good risk reward? Am I looking for just a general good level of profitability from the trades? And what am I going to do with that data? When I've got that data, when I've analyzed this, what am I going to do with it? Am I going to increase my position size and stuff that's working very, very well? Am I going to reduce my position size and stuff that's not working so well? Again, looking in perspective, listen, you run a trading firm. You have traders working for you, and you are considering each one of those assets to the firm. You are now analyzing that person, that asset. You want to maximize their skill set. Do you give them more money for certain conditions? Do you take money away from them? How do you do it? This is where it all comes down to creating that fresh plan. So deciding when you're going to journal, what you're going to journal. And obviously, the time you're going to allocate to the markets and making your trading decisions, and the time you're going to allocate to assessing you. And three, of course, is your actual trading strategy or trading plan. Okay, I know we kind of dig really deep into that before in terms of how we address it based on the market conditions and all that kind of stuff, but this is obviously needs to be done. We need to know what strategy we're using. We cleaned the slate with a couple of videos ago. We cleaned the slate and we said what's the market conditions, what's the strategy we're going to employ. So this is like a much more of a deep trading plan itself, isn't it? It's an actual trading plan, and of course we didn't go into that so much, but you know what I mean by trading plan in terms of, hey, I want to see this filter, this filter, this filter. And there's actually, not in this video series, but I've done a video on this before about constructing a trading plan. So for example, might be, listen, I want to buy a pullback when this happens, this happens, this happens, then I'll buy it. So, breakout, good volume, pulls back, breaks this, does that, whatever. That's the actual intricacies of the strategy. So journaling, what we're going to do, what we're going to put in the journal, what we're going to measure. Two, the time we're going to allocate to ourselves in the market, and hopefully adjusting it more into analysing our trades and what we're doing as opposed to looking for the next great trade. And then three, the trading strategy or the trading plan. And so the actual what we're going to execute every day. Okay, so in other words, the strategy we're employing, how we're going to put our money to work. And this broad approach is going to at least start us out on the right track. Yeah, we're going to be gathering data from our journal. So important, and I think you can see the importance that we have from that. And we talked about what we're going to put in our journal, and this is very important, what's in it, when we're going to do it. The time we're allocating, this again, so important to the improvement, because if we're allocating time to reviewing this kind of stuff, this is how we're going to make a lot more progress. And trading strategies come down to trading plan. This is the physical system that we're using. And obviously we need that, and we need to know that. And we probably would have had that in place previously, but we're just making little tweaks to it because we've taken out stuff that isn't very good for us in terms of triggering emotions, and we've kind of put stuff in or doubled down on stuff that we think is going to do us a lot better. All right, guys, so what I'm going to talk about next is I'm going to talk about benchmarking and goals. So we've created a fresh plan. We know what we're going to do. The most important thing now is let's just not chug along and carry on doing that and go back into another abyss. We need to have a benchmark point and goals that we need to reach so we can improve. This is a constant process. If we can keep doing it, then we can become the trader that we want to become. All right, check out the next video, guys. See you there. Bye-bye.